Say no kindly. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Welcome to day 115 of our Supersize You annual challenge. Today we're going to do two things. We're going to talk about our super framework because we're coming up on the end of our communication month. And we're going to talk about today's topic, which is how to say no, preserve the relationship, do it in a way that doesn't burn bridges. You can if you want, but why would you want to? In most of our relationships, we want to show the kind of person we are. And so we don't want to say no and make somebody feel bad about it. There's ways to graciously say no or to kindly say no. I think there's not enough kindness going on in the world right now. And so if we can just do our part by saying yes to the things that are for us and are in alignment with our priorities and goals, and then saying no to the ones that aren't. And keep in mind, there's a couple things. Number one, no is a complete sentence. We don't owe anyone a huge justification and explanation why we cannot meet their request right now. I say no a lot. I've got two little granddaughters that I live with, and so no, because they don't have any problem asking, right? So I can say no in a way that makes them feel good, or I can say, no, you don't deserve it, or in a way that makes them feel bad. I don't ever want to do that, and I don't want to do it with myself. I don't want to do it with others. I certainly don't want to do it with my grandchildren. We want to protect the relationship as much as possible, but we also want to hold to our boundaries and our priorities. We all have the right to do that, and other people understand. One of the things that you can do when you say no is say, I can't do this, what you're requesting, but I could do maybe a part of it or a version of it, or maybe I can't do this when you're asking, but next week, Friday, I would be available to do that. You can always offer alternatives. If it's something you don't mind doing and saying yes to, but you just don't have the capacity right now. There's all kinds of ways to spread a little kindness and a little joy in the world. And I think each and every one of us should choose to do that. So today, I challenge you to say no graciously and kindly to someone when they make a request of you. It might just be a little thing, but maybe you just don't have the time or the energy or the capacity. Everybody in my household's a little bit under the weather right now. So I think we're going to just lay low and say no to a whole lot of things that we would normally be doing on a weekend because we want to get better and feel better. So that is the first part of our assignment. Share in the comments below then if you did that and how it made you feel and how you think it impacted the relationship and your communication. And then also we're going to look at our super framework starting today. Us in our super framework, this is our process we came up with in January that we're applying to each of the major topics of the life framework area as we go through them this month. This month we're doing communication of the 9-part life framework. And so we were going to pick a communication area that we have a goal in, or we have a challenge in and we want to fix. I am either going to do, and I haven't decided yet, I'll decide today, I'm going to either do public speaking or doing presentations because I'm in a challenge for the next 3 months that public speaking and doing presentations would really help me out with that. So I'm thinking about that. I'm also thinking about cloning myself with AI or seeing if I can get somebody to do it for me and help me do it to help me with my visual challenges. That I think would really be helpful if I could automate some of the things that take me a lot more time to do than the average bear, than the average person. Because of, I do everything blown up on a big screen with a magnifying glass. Not making excuses. I always figure it out. Just saying, I learned about something and I'm learning about something this weekend that might really be able to help me with the automation part of certain things that I do all the time anyway. Oh my God, am I starting to be an AI adopter? Maybe, parts of it. Not taking on any of my humanity or my soul, but I don't mind if it wants to be my assistant and help me out with the things that are really challenging for me. So S stands for specific target. What is it that I want? What is it that I want? And I like to ask myself, why do I want it? But what is it that I want with respect to communication that will help me achieve the other goals and objectives I have for myself this year? Again, I just shared them: public speaking, maybe the clone, and then some other things that I'm doing that I haven't set as just specific communication, but they very well may be the thing I choose. So what's a specific target? I've got that in my mind. That's our challenge today. What is your specific target? You don't have to share it, but pick one out. Pick your area of communication you either want to fix a challenge in or set a goal in. And then what is the specific target you want to reach by the end of this year for communication applying the super framework. All right, any questions about this? Just please reach out and ask. Let's have an awesome day, and I'll of course be with you tomorrow with the you and another topic with respect to communication, so that we can become the best possible communicator, or a continually improving communicator. I say let's become continually improving everything, because we always are becoming, right? Hopefully I learned this in a training called Value of the Person. I took it at the Gillette company back when Gillette was its own company. I was invited to participate in that training, and it was awesome. But one of the big takeaways I had was that I'm going to forget my big takeaway now. Value of the person. Okay, never mind. I'm leaving now. Have an awesome day, and I'll of course see you tomorrow. Bye.